What's up guys, it's Matty Cranmer and today we're doing the big boy bike check. I'm pretty much going to tell you all the little ins and outs and secrets behind the infamous, disgusting looking big boy bike that everybody asks about and sees flying all over the place inside your skate park. If you ever wonder why it smells funny, I'll show you. Alright, so first things first, we're going to start with this frame right here. So big boy told me this is the Colt Chase Hawk frame. It's Chase Hawk frame. You would think that would help with big boy style a little bit. I've never seen Chase Hawk do a fakey front flip, but I also don't know if it's ever been landed on this one. So that can make sense, but Colt, we actually don't know if they actually sent him this frame or not. He swears, you know, yeah, I get hooked up, I get a sponsorship from Colt, but he actually might have stolen this from Chase Hawk himself. We're really not sure yet, so. So next up, we're gonna go over to the grip department over here. These big orange highlighter grips that he's got going on. You wonder why they're there. It's because the dude tries a lot of bar spins and he needs to know where to place those big bear claw hands of his. Also, they're orange because, you know, Halloween's right around the corner. This dude changes up his bike like he changes his clothes. Never. These are also the Colt squiggly bars. These ones are super cool. They're super scratched up because that's actually not from falling, it's just from throwing it in his truck because he has to swap out 3 different bikes for every session. So you're probably wondering why they're so tall. I mean, for me, this probably isn't my ideal setup, but when you're 6'12" or 6'13", whatever he is, it probably helps you out a little bit. I mean, these bars are even small on him. I think these are actually at his kneecap, no lie. So this is actually my favorite part on Big Boy's whole entire bike. This is Shadow Stem in the new Ignite colorway, so it's actually really beautiful. I do have the same one. He copied me, guys. I did not copy him. I had the parts, but I was just broken at the time. I didn't get to put it on yet. But if you haven't noticed, next to the stem over here, you guys are probably wondering what this is. This is actually something very sentimental on Big Boy's bike. This is actually a Sabrosa light that his mom makes him keep on there at all times. She says, Alexander, no riding if the light is not on your bike. And truthfully, if you don't have your own self-portrait on your bike, you are doing something wrong, because if there's not at least 10 of this sticker on this whole entire bike, then it wouldn't be Big Boy's bike, would it? These are some beautiful Colt forks that this kid's got going on. They do have the best sticker in the world right there, where he probably didn't buy them at, but he is gonna rep our bike shop, SC Action Sports, Route 9 North in Howell. To the front wheel. So check this guy's front wheel out. He actually stole this hub from yours truly filming. That's Scotty Cranmer, the X Games gold medalist. Yeah, this has probably been through more Dew Tours or X Games than you could possibly imagine, but somehow ends up on the official Big Boy's BMX bike.
I didn't give him any permission either. I don't know how it got there.
So whoever gave him permission, or Big Boy, if you actually stole it out of the back room, we know about it now.
We know.
So the sticker in the wheel, that's actually not just there. He's actually putting weight in certain places on this bike to help rotational force and different spins and maneuvers that this kid's doing. So when he throws the bike, he wants to make sure it flies a certain distance at all times. That's how he loops out so many times, and the bike actually project about 10 to 12 feet in the air every single time, spot on. So
off of bunny hop bar.
Off of bunny hop bar spin, or simply faking. So he's also got this nice Colt peg on here. This is definitely not grinded down from any skate park or streetwear. This actually looks like the same pattern on the grinder in the bike shop. So we caught you again, Big Boy. Stop grinding your pegs down in the shop. So if you guys are wondering, you've never seen this Colt seat before, and it is because there's definitely... Hold on, Scott. Back up real quick. We need to take this apart. Listen, I've heard the story about this once, but if this is actually true, I'll be blown away. Let's see. Oh my God.
What?
Smell that real quick.
You know I can't smell, right?
He can't smell. Are you?
What does he have hiding in there?
Dude! The dude's got hot dogs stored in his bike. I've heard the story that there's been hot dogs in the old seat, but I didn't think he actually did it. This one's eaten, Scott. This one's been bitten before. Oh my God. He's actually eaten the hot dog and stored them for later. He's probably gonna take one out at the skate park later. Keep the protein for the session, I suppose. We're just gonna tighten that up and act like nothing's happened.
It might be also like a bit of a shim or something like that, like a space saver, so he knows how to put a seat post in the right spot. Yeah.
Okay, so that's gotta be how high his seat is, because there's a hot dog lodged in there and it can only go so far down.
Makes sense.
All right, so down in the bottom region, this is what's taken the most of the abuse on this whole entire bike. This dude used to be a big dude. And listen, by all the scratches and dents and wear and tear on this bike, if I had to guess, he's probably got roughly 190 millimeter Colt cranks for his size 18 foot that he puts on these things every day. And his feet, I mean, especially after tail whiffs, will never land on these pedals, even though they're bright orange. You'd think he would be able to find them. He also ends up landing his big foot right here.
Frame stand, baby. Yes! And he put his foot on the frame again!
Almost every single time. So I just found a flaw in the big boy's bike that I might actually have to tell him about unless I want to see what actually happens with it. But his link's about to pop off.
That's pretty rough right there.
I promise you that was not done at SC Action Sports, and that was a big boy signature move. The only thing left, he's got this red sprocket in here, clearly matches his hair, so I like what you did on that one. That's good. Sometimes you gotta match what God gave you to your bike, you know? But moving over to the back end, we got this, probably the only one you'll ever see, a 48 spoke free coaster. Half Colt on one side, half Shadow on the other, if you couldn't see. And of course we have a signature big boy sticker right here. That's for the weight, like I said, rotational force and everything.
Look at this, this is the oldest tire out there. It's dry rotted as could be.
It had to be from Trey's bike.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Do you think he's just that big of a Trey fan that he's riding his old tire?
Scott, he made a whole bike after Trey left. Dude, he literally matched Trey's bike after Trey left. That's how much he loves Trey.
He loves
So
Trey.
he probably had Trey sign this somewhere, honestly, if we could find it. But, oh my God, this poor kid. If he's gonna use the grinder, at least use it right. Like, he went right into the metal and everything. Poor kid can't even use the tools at the bike shop at hand, you know?
He's running his back wheel so far that he's halfway off the dropout tube.
Well, you got it, Scott. You got it. The dude loops out every single lap that he goes to the skate park.
That's
like,
insane. It's halfway
he has to
off.
run it as far back as possible.
Wow.
This is it. I mean, you guys kind of know and understand the physics behind this bike now and why it smells so funny and looks even weirder than any other bike you've ever seen. Clearly know that he's a Trey Jones fan because he's literally trying to run his tire even though it's gonna pop at any second. Well, that's all for the big boy bike check. Can't wait to hear what he's gonna say about mine.
So now you guys know what Big Boy does to his bike to ride the way he does. A couple things we actually checked over on this and probably potentially saving his life down the road, especially that chain. When that thing goes, yeah, he's gonna be hurting. But what we're doing with this one, we're gonna have Matty do Big Boy's bike and Big Boy's gonna do Matty's bike. So look out for the next video of Big Boy going over Matty's tall litter. And I hope you guys are enjoying this, trying to have some fun, giving you guys a different perspective than a normal bike check. So until next time guys, remember to subscribe to the channel and thanks for watching. Peace.